Hey everyone, my name is Bethany Brand, and this is my case study for SPCE 638. Okay, so the client information. The client is 5 years old. He's a male. He's diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, and the behavior of concern is screaming. So the operational definition is any instance of the client making vocalizations above a normal speaking level for more than 30 seconds. So an example would be the client screams with tears for 30 seconds. A non-example would be the client is just singing at a loud level. The response class. So after doing an FBA and just with direct observation and things, we decided that the primary function of the screaming behavior was escape. However, it also had the function of attention and access when in different environments and contexts. But the escape was the main primary function. Rule governed behavior. So the interventions we chose were functional communication training and token economy. So the functional communication training was just having him manned or manned for attention, items, breaks. So it was just like, hey, can you come play with me? Can I have the Play-Doh, please? Can I have a break? Just anything in that nature, just having him ask for those things. And then we also implemented a token economy. So this was reintroduced every time he came to the table. So we just reminded him like, hey, let's remember we're working for our tokens. When we get all our tokens, we get 5 minutes of sensory play. So let's back up. So to get a token, he had to complete a task without engaging in a screaming behavior, and he got 1 token. And then 5 tokens equaled 5 minutes of sensory play. He really enjoyed sensory play, and that's just like kinetic sand, Play-Doh, slime, little like Orby things, just anything in that nature. He really enjoys it. And so once he got all 5 tokens, he got 5 minutes of that play, and we reserved those items just for that environment and just for this reinforcement, just so it would continue to have value and he wouldn't get satiated. And if screaming did occur, a token was withheld, but we did not implement like a response cost or anything. He just didn't get a token for that trial. So we would just give another SD and he would just complete a different trial to earn a token. So it's the selected intervention and outcome. So the selected intervention, we chose this because tokens had already been paired in the past, so they already had value. We did not have to teach the value. We did not have to train that. So it just kind of sped up the process because they already had value to him. And so the outcome, so the client mastered 1 trial equals 1 token and is now on 2 trials equals 1 token. So he completes 2 trials, gets a token, but he still has to have 5 tokens for 5 minutes of play. It just kind of doubled it. So in the end of things, he completes 10 trials before getting reinforced, whereas before he was completing 5 before getting reinforced. The obstacles we faced, the client would engage in the behavior in between trials when the therapist was gathering the next set of materials. So he completes a task, we give him his first token on the board, and then he would engage in the behaviors while he was waiting for the next trial. Like I said, we did not want to implement a response cost. So we just ignored this and we tried to present the next SD more quickly. So we did this by everybody that worked with him, we just had to gather all our materials, even though like all our materials are right there together. We just had to make sure we knew what was coming next so we could speed up the process so he could gain reinforcement. Yeah, so obviously since he's at 2 trials per 1 token, this helped. And yes, so that is my case study 4. Hope you all enjoyed.